Super professional intro with no music so I don't get copyright struck. Struck. Yeah! Hello there and welcome to the tour of the First Run Hover Vehicles 12 HoverSled. My name is Wimperman and I'm the Chief Designer, Chief Builder, Chief Architect and Chief Dumbass of the HoverSled upgrade project. So this is the sled behind me here. It is very, very loosely based upon the Flying Mule from Firefly / Serenity. And it is a kind of 4-person multi-crew general purpose kind of reasonably well armed thing. So let's run through its capabilities real quick. So, and I'll start with propulsion like I usually do. Now on this one the propulsion is provided by 4 of the larger hover engines. Ta-da! Just to get a better look. She also has... oh god, I think it's... let me turn my HUD on. So we have... yes, 2 tier 2 mediums in all directions, plus an additional tier 1 medium for forwards, and 8 smalls all on these little side pods here for helping with maneuverability. She's also got 2 hover jump booster jumps, but you know, I'm not entirely sure how well they perform exactly, but this is what her maneuverability is like. I definitely need pilot mode for this. She is quite sluggish, but that's because it was built to be, let me turn that back off, tier 2 CPU. So she's just slightly over, but she can be upgraded, and I will go through the upgrades in a bit, or at least what my intentions are, what I had in my head as I was building it. As you can see, she's fairly well armed. You can also see that the LCD screen is missing. Give me a second, I'm going to restart the game. I'll edit this bit out. Okay, dokie, screen's back. Right, so she has default 4 Gatling turrets. 2 on the front, on the sides, 1 on top and 1 underneath. There is another space here. If you remove that block you could put on another one there. And 2 rocket turrets, as you can see. They are grouped slightly differently and they target slightly different things. So the 1 on top and 2 on the sides of the front are designated point defense, and that's what they're set to shoot at. The 1 under the chin is set to anti-personnel, so soldiers and aminals. And then the rockets are kind of general purpose, they're sort of set to fire at anything really. As you can see, she also has a medic station, 3 armor lockers. That's kind of 1 for these 2 seats, 1 for these 2 seats, and another one spare because there's not much space in here for storing stuff. There's an O2 station with 4 O2 tanks, that's 1 per person. 2 mini fridges, as you can see. Storage wise, she has an 8K SU ore and wood container, and that's because she has, I hope you like flashing orange lights, she has 2 mechanical drills and a harvester module on the front for, you know, if you need to dig a hole or chop a tree, you can do so. As you can see, the hazard beacons are also on that signal there. She also comes armed with 2 Gatling guns at the front to complement the Gatling turrets. Just in case anyone's wondering, by the way, why I call these Gatling turrets and not minigun turrets. As far as I understand it, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is how it is, minigun is a brand of rotary cannon. And Gatling is kind of an umbrella term for any rotary cannon. I think that's right. So these aren't technically miniguns because they're not made by the brand, unless of course this game is set 350 years in the future. I suppose it's possible that the brand, the manufacturer, still makes miniguns at this point. That might be where Elion was going with calling them minigun turrets. I'm not sure. What else does she have? Oh yeah, so that was the Aurum Wood. She has a 1600 ammo box at the back and a smaller one up there. So the idea, I think, would be, you know, small ammo in there, maybe the minigun 15 mils, and maybe rockets in this one, but it's entirely up to you. Any other storage? 6 fuel tanks of the larger size. She's got 2 generators powering her. There's one there and one there. Now I put them there specifically because the hit points of these thrusters and the hover engines are quite a lot compared to the steel blocks. Now I did actually want to build this out of a combination of steel and hardened steel, but unfortunately the CPU said nah mate, so I'm going to leave the hardened steel as an upgrade option when you put in the tier 3 CPU extensions maybe. Right, what else do I need to mention? I'm going to come on to the paints in a minute, because there are 4 colours that come with this vehicle. Oh yeah, in here is the core and the Wi-Fi. Oh, there is a detector, I'm sure you saw it there. And the CPU extenders are behind these shutters at the back. I think that's everything I need to cover. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Right, so let's cover quickly the paints. Like I said, she comes with 4 colours, these 4 here. I mean, you can use any of them if you like, but these are the 4 I intended as its alternate primary colours. So she comes in that one, and that is... You're not going to give me the default colours now, are you? No, never mind. So that's one of the default colours. Oh, it's edited slightly. It's ever so slightly a different shade, but it started out as one of the default colours. Then it comes with an even more pooey brown. And then it comes in this sort of a orangey yellowy kind of colour, and that's very similar to the flying mule that I mentioned earlier on. Right, yeah, that's it. So let's cover real quick upgrading it. So you're going to want 2 CPU tier 3 extenders, a small constructor. It doesn't have one, but you can put one on it. The 3 red blocks you can see down here at the front, in front of the front seats front, are to be taken out and replaced with the constructor. There is a spot for a tall turret, as you saw on the screen at the back. I would personally put one of those on top, and then you'll need, for improved agility and mobility, probably these 8 tier 2 mediums and 9 of the tier 2 larges is. As you can see, the unlock levels of these are 12, well, 10 and 12, but and then these are 15. So once you get to 15, well, you could do it at 12 and then just do the tall turret and the heavier gun on top as you level up, I suppose. Right, so you take your removal tool thingy of preference, turn off the vehicle, because as far as I understand it, once you take this out, the generators might go pop. You'll also want to take out those 4 red blocks, 3 red blocks technically, and then you slap the T3s in the spots you just made. Okay. If you can be bothered to group stuff, these go into the core and CPU extenders. What have we got next? Right, the constructor. Can I get that without hitting the fridge? Yes, I can. Bink. Maybe repaint that. Okay, so next let's take off that screen and get this multi-turret up here. That one. So this is intended for, yeah, the actual multi-turret, the multi-tool turret, the one that does salvaging. Okay. So you can either plonk it on top there, or if you prefer, you can take those 9 blocks out and put on the retractable one. I'm going to paint that colour because that's the harvest colour in my palette. Then we shall do this. Yes. And plonk one of these. Oh, you're not going to let me do it from here, are you? There we go. Yeah, I'll leave that colour actually. Right-the-o then. Oh. If you can be bothered, you can group these as well. I wouldn't recommend auto grouping because my custom groups use some of the signals for turning stuff on and off, or more accurately, the signals use the custom groups for turning stuff on and off. Right, that needs to go into drills, etc. And then I would put the plasma turret into heavy turrets. Yeah. Right then, time to do the thrusters. Do you know what? I think we need to bring it down, don't we? Yeah, you really ought to remember to land this before you get out of it, because it's probably a pain in the ass to get back in. Okay, so you remove that one, and that one, and you put in the large tier 2s in their place. I didn't show you the stuff it. I can compare it afterwards. Okay, next that one and that one. Now, if you don't like the nozzle sticking out, I don't really know what to suggest. That's in the wrong place, I believe. Where did you go? You must have gone back down there. Okay. Are you? No, after all that, it wasn't in the wrong place. Okay. This side. Oh, aye. So, since you are taking out medium tier 2 thrusters, you probably aren't going to need all the ones I had to begin with. You need 8 total, and there was 8. So actually, yeah, you just take the ones that are already on the vehicle off. You don't actually need to build any more. Which I didn't really think about. But I mean, it's me, so what do you expect? Okay. No, I'm going to do these ones first. Right. Nearly done. Can I get it in from here? Yes, I can. There you go. So there's the 8 left we didn't actually need. Oh yeah, and that minigun turret that came off the top, like I said, there's space for it down here. Actually, I'm going to need to lift the vehicle up anyway, so be quiet. What was I doing? Turret. Turret! There. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, let's do a bit of painting, shall we? I mean, you don't have to paint these if you don't want to, but if you would like them painted, this is how they technically came. So, that orange you saw me pick just now goes into the flame. Yes. And then the actual thruster blocks are this very, 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 very dark red and that texture. Yes. Boop. The docking pad was in the way, but I got it. And yeah, and then I would cover up that damaged texture with something. That maybe? Right. So, as for the... I know there's a lot, unfortunately, but as for the device grouping for the thrusters, if you... not too fussed, I mean, they do need to go in at least one of the groups because of the thrusters, etc., the propulsion even, etc., custom shortcut, but it's entirely up to you. So that new turret I'm going to put in the anti-personnel, and it's going to be the same as that. So, right. That one. And the others that push it forward need to go into horizontal forward. See, I think the thing you could probably ignore is renaming them, because that's not really all that necessary. Then it's these into the reverse, so horizontal reverse you're looking for. Am I blind? Yeah, I keep scrolling past it because it's nearer to the top than I think. There we go. No, I didn't actually do it, did I? No. There we go. That one. That one. And then that one. Then we have the lateral thrusters. So the group name tells you in which direction the vehicle, the thrusters push the vehicle. So lateral right thrusters point left and move the vehicle right. So these left pointing ones go into the right lateral thrust. And vice versa for these ones. So the rights, the ones that point right, they push the vehicle left, so they go into the left lateral thrust group. Okay, that everything? Yep, that's everything. So that's it upgraded. I am going to get another one out just so we can compare the stats. Okay, so unupgraded, the statistics are 28 yaw, 26 meters a second forward, 20 backwards and in all other directions, and a top speed of 50 it looks like. 49, close enough. I mean, braking isn't too bad. Okay, 28, 26 and 20s. So once upgraded, it looks a bit more like this. 42 in the yaw, 49 per second forward and 37 in all other directions. Which means that upgraded it handles like this. I mean, I still like having pilot mode on. It still seems quite sluggish when you're moving, but that seems to be true with most things really. But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be upgraded really. I mean, this is the intended performance. CPU wise, we get just over 20 out of 30. Okay, so I think that's everything I need to show you about the HoverSled. So thank you very much for taking an interest in this vehicle. I hope you enjoy it and you get some use out of it. Hopefully I'll see you either in the other video for this build, the refitting of video, or in another build in a different video. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Super professional outro! Just to give you time really to remove this video from your watch later list or something.